Good morning and welcome to our County Commission meeting for March the 4th, 2026. And Madam Assessor, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, Ms. Tara?
Hey, Ruth. I'm dying. I know. They don't want me to spend a lot of time in this morning. Okay, I move that we approve the exonerations as presented.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Vouchers and invoices.
Okay, I have some questions about the Mid-Atlantic fire rescue purchases for various fire departments for certain types of swiftwater rescue gear that I'm gonna need Josh to answer next week.
He's on Zoom.
Josh is on Zoom.
Is he? Okay, good. Well, everybody told me he was in training, so I didn't know he was gonna be available. Josh, you there? Okay.
You know, this could be for those wetsuits that we lost.
Well, there were 13 that we lost, and then another fire department wants 5, and then another one has a couple, and then one has splash suits. Like, I don't understand where all that came from. Or, you know, who's doing what and why everybody. You know, I want to know if they're part of the Swift Rescue team. Because that should have been coming out of Station 18 and not now that it exists rather than individual fire departments. So Josh, can you hear me? And can you unmute yourself if you're muted?
While we're waiting on Josh, Shannon, do you have any information on that? Would you?
Who is, I don't know the stations by their numbers. Who's station 13? Okay, and then station 12.
Okay.
I guessed that one. And then 3 and 5.
They'll present.
Yeah. Can we just wait
He's
until
on
they?
Zoom right now, and he said it won't let him talk or something.
Well, we can get back to it when the fire departments present, and that way we can just ask the chiefs themselves what's up. And Josh, if you can hear me, I'll call him from my phone when we get to that, and that way we don't have to worry about that malfunctioning. But we just maybe save that till later, guys.
Okay,
Payroll. Move to approve payroll for 3/6.
second. Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Prior minutes.
Move to approve the minutes from last meeting.
Second.
Was that February 18th?
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So I move that we approve the estate settlements.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Hey, Ruth.
So first of all, we have some employees. The first one is the transport officer. Stanley Browning. He actually started on the 23rd.
I move that we approve ratify the hiring of Stanley Browning on 2/23/26 as a transport officer.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 And then the county clerk has two, temporary part-time positions to help with the elections. One of them is Sarah Tucker. The other is Rebecca Settle. Both will start March 9th.
I don't have a problem with that.
I move that we approve those temporary hires.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
When we do 2 and 3, I want to discuss those in executive session. Personnel, over. And COVA.
Must be stuck in another paper. So this is a request for proxy for, and code is our workers' comp.
Yes,
And I believe it's just like for the meeting.
it's for election of their board and such, we can name an proxy vote.
Okay, well, I move that we name Mr. President as proxy for the Inova board.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Well, you pick the big bunch stuff.
Okay.
It's okay, I'll deal with me, I'm covered through that.
So then there's the support letter for the Red Rock.
Also executive session.
Community funding requests. So, as you, they came out last minute. So we have multiple support letters. And then for the county, we have to have projects that are ready to go. So I think Cyphers is working on stage 3 of the shooting range, right? Or 4, something along those lines. And then the pool, which we submit every year. And then was there a third one, Elizabeth? Oh, the 911.
Yeah, the next gen
The
911
next gen
center.
upgrade for the 911 center.
I want to see the pool letter too, because I want to make sure it has a.
Okay.
What I was telling Elizabeth for these letters that we're doing, at least for our projects, I want us to put what the impact is. I want to put an executive summary in the first paragraph stating what it is, the impact to the region, and not just us. The pool's going to have an impact for the region and the park. You know, the shooting range is going to have an impact for federal, state, and local law enforcement all over the place. That's going to be the only facility of its kind in this part of the state. So, you know, I want to make sure that we convey that in these letters because I think it will make them stronger. Even if it's in the application, don't assume your policy maker or their designee is going to read the application so much as the letter.
So here, there are several support letters, and some of them went ahead and did Carol Miller. What else?
Yeah, I saw one,
Justin,
yeah, for Capito.
yeah. So there's one for the town of Fayetteville Reynolds Street retaining wall replacement. Oh, City of Oak Hill is requesting a snow removal vehicle replacement. Community splash pad for the City of Oak Hill. There's also City of Oak Hill for street sweeper. These are, you guys are assigned, suppose. Town of Anstead for 2 fully equipped police cruisers.
Officer salary for 3 years.
3 years, officer salary, much needed skid steer for the maintenance department. Those are all.
Is officer salary something that they?
I don't know if
fund
they'll
for these
do
things?
multi-year.
That just sounded.
Have anything to do with that, Twig?
I had the first grant, Sean is on a grant right now,
Okay,
and that's why they were asking for it, I think they were trying to.
I think, okay.
Facilitate maybe a long-term thing. I'm not sure we'll.
I just hadn't seen anything like that
I think-
before.
I'll call him. And if it needs to be changed,
Okay. Okay, so
also street sweeper. That might be it. Region 4, are they? Yeah, those are the Region 4 letters. They submitted all this.
okay, so first I'm gonna move that we approve the town of Fayetteville's request for support letters for the Reynolds Street retaining wall replacement.
I'll second it.
Oh, that's good.
Got a motion and second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Be a long signing spree
Yes.
You could sign them,
later.
on.
yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's just go through them and then we'll sign them all.
I'll hold
one
them here
shot.
and then I'll pass them down. Are these like all individual ones?
So they submitted multiple letters for the same project so they can get all three. Because it's gonna be a week turn realistically.
Some go to different, they go to different offices.
And then
Correct.
there's some other. There are some more, the deadlines are not until later in the month, and we have that on the March 18th agenda.
Okay, I'm confused here.
There are
Okay.
three copies of the one since it goes to three different people.
I see, okay. So I move that we approve the City of Oak Hills request for funding for the Public Works Snow Removal Vehicle Replacement Project.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye. And then I move we approve the City of Oak Hills request for the street sweeper acquisition project.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye. I move we approve the town of Ansted's request for funding for full-time police officer salary for 3 years.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye. Then I move we approve the town of Ansted's support letter for community project funding request
Second.
for
Got it.
police cruisers, sorry.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye. Then I move we approve the town of Ansted's funding request for a Chevy 2500 crew cab truck or similar for its maintenance department.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye. I move we approve the town of Ansted's request for support letter for the much needed skid steer for the town's maintenance department.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye. And then I move we approve the City of Oak Hills splash pad project funding request.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I don't think I have 3 copies of each of these.
Well, and all of them might not have submitted for all three.
Oh, that's true. I see. That's right.
And-
You're right. Okay. All right. I'll sort through these and pass them down. Starting with this guy.
And I know there's gonna be more. Maybe next week, I don't know. Okay, so the next item is the jail consultant bid award. Elizabeth has written information for that.
So I sent you guys an email giving you some background on this. Obviously, we've been working on this a long time. We had some reports from Carol Stevens, who has now left her own company and joined Aero Engineering. We had 5 submissions for a master plan review. We do have funding, partial funding for that through the let's see, through the National Trust Grant, so $7,500 they awarded us. Of the 5 submissions, we decided that WYK and Chapman were the best 2, and we brought them in for a further conversation. It was me on the committee, Dan Uten, and also Dr. Lewis Cook, who's a Fayetteville historian. We decided that WYK was the best because they're very focused on SHPO compliance, which is critical, and also their pricing came in the lowest. So they came in at 17,250 versus Chapman's 25,000 to 50,000. So if we were to go ahead and award this to WYK, we would have 7,500 of it covered, and then we would be responsible for 9,750. So that's what we're looking at today.
Okay, I'm gonna have a legal question about that one too.
Okay.
And this is a consultant
Both of
firm
us.
who did
Yes.
what we can do with this jail.
Yes, yeah. And Dr. Cook has some ideas. There are some issues if we were to tear it down, which is what was found before, where there would be some integrity of the sheriff's department and the pedestrian bridge that would have to be addressed. So Dr. Cook's idea was to have sort of a combo museum, visitors center, archives kind of thing, but that hasn't been decided. It's just one idea. Any other questions for now?
No,
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Okay, we're at 9:15.
and that item was stricken. Due to an error in the notice. Public notice.
Okay. So the 9:15 right-of-way abandonment petition for Lorenza and Bridget Loving. That has been postponed until the correct criteria is placed in the newspaper. Correct?
Since we don't know the date, we'll just strike it and then add it.
Okay.
When it comes back.
All right, so you can go ahead and continue, Bruce. I'm sorry.
The next item is your shooting range proposal and contract.
Okay. Shooting range proposal. Twig, Chris,
And Chris, yeah. Want to come up?
want to come up front, tell your name, who you're with?
Pass out the draws. We're all together.
Good morning, all.
Sure. This is for the phases. We're talking about that. Oops. I think you already got this too, didn't you? The phases. Okay. So we presented to you, I guess, about a couple weeks ago, the entire project. Right? And then we went back and we looked at doing a phased approach to that project. So what you got there in front of you is basically, we got it broken into 5 phases. Phase 1 would be the site work. Phase 2 would be the pistol range. Phase 3 would be the training center and the education center. Phase 4 would be the less lethal buildings. And phase 5 would be like a future development somewhere down the road for maybe like a live firehouse, things of that nature, something that no one else has. So he's trying to utilize the property to the best of our ability. So the numbers I just gave you there show you breakdown for phase 1 and for phase 2. My recommendation would be to do phase 1 and 2, which would be the site work and the pistol range. And that's on the last page. And that total project for those 2 phases would be right at $650,000 to do both of them. What that would allow is we could get all the work done. The site work needs to be completed first, and you might as well do the entire site because you're going to spend a pile more money if you go in there and try to break that up into 2 or 3 different areas. Plus, you don't have enough field to do it. So we got to cut the material to get the field that we need to build a site. So phase 1 is the site work, and it's a must. Phase 2 will allow them to start training. It would give them an actual pistol range that they can use right now. And I feel like that would be your best bet. And then you can look at phase 3 being the training center coming after, some funding's available, stuff like that. But that would give the sheriff somewhere where they can start training immediately.
So you're saying that for $650,000, we can pretty much get them up and running,
Get them a pistol range, yes.
and you can qualify?
We could qualify and we could do something that we haven't been able to do in probably almost 20 years now, since our range was kind of shut down then. Right now, all we do is test. So we go to the range twice a year to make sure our guys are proficient. They meet the minimum standards for the state, allow them to continue the growth case. But we don't really get to go in and do actual training. It's a test.
Like regular
Yeah.
proficiency.
That's all that we really get to do right now. Now we do set times where we have to go somewhere else to do that. And when we do that, it's scheduling is more complicated. We usually just go to Beckley. And we try to make a day out of it, but even then, you're kind of limited on what you can do.
And from what I understand, this back page that intended to hold phase one, phase two is also developing the property for future growth.
Yeah.
And it
So-
will, we won't have to dig in the earth
No,
and push
No,
things
you'll
up.
just be able to start when you get ready to do the training center, you go over the flats there, the utilities are there, you just build your training center. This also will give them the capabilities of having the steel target range. It's just, they would have to go out there and actually set some targets up, but the berms will be there, they'll be in place, and the sniper range will be there. They just won't have a canopy and stuff in this phase, they would just have to set some targets up so they could practice. Snipers could practice. You practice with the ARs on the steel target range, and you'd have a pistol range. Just have to be a little bit more work on their end until you get the next phase that's coming. So it kind of checked all the boxes.
How long would it take to construct it? I mean, in general terms, I know that there are always setbacks and stuff, but if it were funded,
If it was for private use, probably 30 days, you'd have site work done. But you're probably looking at, I'd say 3 months total for all the dirt work.
for the
And
dirt
then,
work, and then how about the construction of it?
you'd probably be another month on the pistol range, probably.
Well, that doesn't, I mean, I was afraid you were going talking years, so
No,
months
no.
makes me happy.
Now, that would actually get us, 'cause we just did our daytime qualifications. So that would, if we could break ground pretty soon, we could do our nighttime
Qualification.
qualifications. Well, we had to do it this year to be late October, early November, but so that's kind of where we stand.
Do we have a construction group ready to go or thought about it?
We're at the phase where as soon as you guys approve which one you want to go with, we can do the design, push out the bids, and then you can start getting some construction firms coming in. My suggestion there would be to keep it as small as you can, maybe bid out the earthwork only as one contract. That way you got local folks can bid on it. If you get too big, then you're gonna have to have a bigger group to come in there and just run the cost up. So you got a lot of local folks that can do the dirt work right here in Fayette County.
Well, talking about raising money or increasing the cost. I quickly went through and on mobilization on everything, it's $67,000.
For phase one or phase two, phase three is at 20. That's just a percentage. So when you're looking through like your engineering handbooks, that's mobilization is just a percentage, a flat percentage of the total.
I think-
Good estimate.
I think that fee is mostly set in place if somebody out of state was to bid for the project, somebody from Akron, Ohio, and they needed to bring all their equipment in.
Bringing their equipment.
That's what that cost is, but I feel pretty confident that we can find somebody local out of this 5 or 6 companies that I know of offhand. That we can find one of them guys to do this project. And me and him's debated this for quite some time, just out of transparency. Me and him's, we went back and forth several different times on trying to get these numbers a little bit more doable for, so we can start getting a project going. But I don't necessarily think it's gonna cost that much. I think the numbers are a little high, and I think we can do it at a fairly better price. That's how I believe.
You get someone from Fayette County coming to mobilization might be $5,000, but if you get someone from Bridgeport, it might be 10, 15 grand. So, I mean, I'm not gonna throw a bunch of numbers together and just say, oh, it's a couple $1,000 and then it blows the budget out and then y'all are looking at me like, why didn't you anticipate that? So that's basically just sound engineering on that number.
And what you're saying, it may not necessarily cost $650,000 for this phase. But you feel comfortable that will handle it in the worst case scenario.
We do believe that the 650 will cover it.
And we're not just out here looking to throw $650,000 at it. We're just looking to get it off the ground and running. And then you have a budget to work with. That's what I think this is what but that's what we're looking at right now is for you guys to get working, get it under construction.
What permits and fees do you have?
Permits and fees would be stormwater permits, it'd be dealing with AEP, dealing with West Virginia American Water. You'd have a NPDS permit fee that you'd have to pay for that. And, that's about it on those fees. For phase one, phase two.
What's the additional fees?
The additional services, that's gonna be like, region four. That would be any type of geotechnical investigations that would have to be done. All that's gonna fall under your additional services. And your, the sound testing that we'll have to have sound testing, make sure that we're not, creating new noise pollution, things like that, that's in that fee. The RPR, that's a 4-month, weekly visit. That would be a representative from New River coming out one time a week just to look at things. That's really about the minimum I would recommend. That can go away completely if you want to assume responsibility for the construction. We wouldn't be able to sign off, say it was built according to plans if it's not there.
Don't want that.
Yeah, we do what guidance.
Well, it'd just be once a week, you come out and give a contractor, answer any questions and make sure everything's being built according to specs.
So the road that's gonna service this, I see where you got drainage and set up with it. What type of road is it gonna be?
It's gravel.
Gravel?
Yeah. And just trying to go in as cheap as you can at the beginning. Eventually it can be paved down the road, but I mean, if you get it gravel, it'll be a good base road. It's there now, and then they can use it.
It's actually gravel all the way up to where the proposed gate, the location is, to be set at. So the road's there now, but it's not been kept, so it needs a lot of work.
Do you see any utility problems, sewage, fresh water?
No, water is about 2,000 feet away, so we'd have to run that up there. You're gonna have to deal with West Virginia American Water or a preferred vendor with them to get to at least the property line. So my suggestion would be to have 2 different contracts, one to get the water line to the property line, and then anybody can run it from the property line up to the facilities. That would save money. Ours, about the same place. It's about, I think, 2,400 feet away.
Yeah, that's from the actual proposed site of where the training center would go in the range. The actual, to get to the property line, it's probably, I mean, there's a meter there, probably 100 yards, I think, from the where the proposed gate would go, property line.
We're looking at just running the utilities to a central location, having like a central disconnect right there. And then as the faces go, they just tie into it.
Well, I think you all
Heard
right?
enough.
I just wanted to also mention, I want to thank Westlake, Imperial Collieries for making this possible. I want to thank the town of Anstead and Mayor Pridemore for assisting us. I want to thank you, Officer, we call you Twig, let's go call you Twig. And you, Chris, for going out here and doing this. You guys have done a tremendous job. And we've come so far. We've gone through some bumps.
Yep.
But we've seemed to overcome it with some good people like Westlake, Imperial Collieries, like the town of Anstead. And we do appreciate it.
With the Imperial Colony being mentioned, I would like to say that we've been working with Westlake, with Phillip and Lynch with Imperial, and on the 500 and the 1,000 yard range that y'all requested. And that looks like that's going to be a go. They're working on it right now. They have asked that we run they want us to access the 1,000 yard range for construction off Sugar Creek, which comes off the ridge. So there's an existing road there that have to be upgraded just enough to get in and out of. But we are in talks with them, so that'll probably be coming at you pretty quick. They're entertaining a 99-year lease on the road and the 2 shooting locations. So that would open up the 1,000 yard range that what I gather is probably what's close to one's probably one of those.
Quantic, that's a specific law enforcement range, yes, there isn't one.
Take notes on that for that.
Yeah, so that'd be absolutely huge. You would have, definitely within 5 hours of a drive, it'd be the only one around. So
Commissioner Taylor, are you familiar with Quantico?
A little bit.
So,
I used to teach down there.
thank you, Chris and Twig, for doing this work and everybody else that's been involved. Since this is our budget month, we're not gonna make a decision on this yet. It will be happening in April. But this will give us time to discuss everything. So,
And which funds it's gonna come out of in particular, because we've got opioid funds, we've got law enforcement levy.
That's
Which
about it.
fiscal year?
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All righty, Mr. Prosecutor. Your budget, please.
I'm gonna make this quick. Shocking, I know.
Watch and see if that's.
The budget, my proposed budget is identical to last year's with two exceptions. I'm asking for raises for two employees. First, Ethan Brogan. He started working for us in August of 2024. He was admitted to practice in South Carolina, was not admitted to practice in West Virginia. He was eligible to be admitted without having to take the bar exam in the Supreme Court. Because of bureaucracy and whatnot, did not get him admitted until, if I remember correctly, January 28th of 2025. So he's been licensed now for about a year. When he was hired, he started at 62,000 per year. He had minimal experience, and as I just pointed out, he was not licensed to practice law. So in the roughly 13 months since he has been admitted, he has demonstrated a significant increase in his abilities as a lawyer. His judgment is sound. He's improved tremendously in terms of analyzing facts and applying law to the facts. He is definitely an asset to our office, and I'm asking for a $6,000 pay raise per year for Ethan. That would bring him from his current salary of 64,000 up to 70,000. The second change from last year concerns Jennifer Crane. Ms. Crane, as I believe the commission understands at this point, is an absolutely indispensable member of our staff. At this point, there are two of us, Ms. Crane and myself, who are capable of prosecuting complicated and significant felonies. Jennifer and I handle all of the murders that take place in Fayette County. We alternate those cases. Jennifer is currently being paid $92,000 a year, and I want to point out to the commission that prosecutors with Ms. Crane's level of experience and with commensurate trial abilities in all of our neighboring counties are being paid at a minimum $100,000, and that includes Nicholas County. It includes Nicholas County, Greenbrier County, Raleigh County, and Kanawha County. I would like to give Ms. Crane some incentive to continue to work for us, and to give her some incentive to not pursue employment elsewhere. As everyone I'm sure recalls, a couple years ago, she left our office and took up employment in Kanawha County. And because of some changes with the administration, she chose to come back to Fayette. But those are the only two changes that I'm asking for, is an increase in salaries for those two employees. Questions, anyone?
No questions.
Told you it's gonna be quick.
You know, we want to write this down. This was
How much?
this is something
Unprecedented.
Anthony's used to getting paid per word.
Or 92.
92, that's what I had.
All right, next. I guess. We have the fire departments making their presentations. But I don't see all of them here. Are they on Zoom?
Yeah, I got it. I got it. I told him I would contact him.
They pretty, I'm sure all of the names. Pretty.
I don't know who it is. He's in China's with Jan Karen. There's it's. Executive committee. No, I'm looking at her. She's on, she does a lot of things. Wanzel. Okay. So,
Well, we're
there's
waiting
only
on,
one fire chief.
we're waiting on Josh,
No.
fire chief. We've got a little bit of
I
time.
told him I would text and
Yeah.
call.
Let's
call
go
him.
ahead to number 9 on Bruce's list.
Well, we could probably knock out the professional too.
Okay, all right.
Huh?
So that's executive session also. All right, well then let's take a 10-minute break until there's a lot of time for the fire departments.
Excuse me, I think we have a question.
Mr. Brown,
Yes,
Commissioner, now, may I know the approach one? I'll be even shorter than Mr. Silver. My name's Stephen New, attorney from Raleigh County. And I have found in my experience that when a federal judge tells you to do a thing or to not do a thing, it's probably wise to do or not do that thing. I'm here this morning on behalf of my client who goes by pseudonym Jane Doe in a situation involving Larry Clay.
This isn't on the agenda.
this
Yeah,
isn't,
I understand, and I can address that. All I have is a letter to tender to the Fayette County Commission today. I just wanted that to be on the record that I had done the thing that Judge Johnston in federal court last week ordered me to do. I'll tender that to Mr. Siliberti and follow up with a petition filed in circuit court regarding the appointment of a special committee under West Virginia Code 28-5-33.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to see a copy of
Okay.
that too.
Mr. Siliberti, do you have any objection to this?
I mean, the only purpose is to place it on the record.
That's it.
I guess it doesn't matter, but. I mean, it technically should have been on the agenda.
yeah.
And I think that my associate had tried to have it placed on the agenda.
But the flip side of that is I don't think Mr. New had to do this during a commission meeting, simply.
Could have given it to you.
I mean, we're not, we're okay. If you're okay, you're okay.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your morning.
Thank you.
We're on a break, right? Were we on, still recording? It wasn't. Are we not? recording?
Okay. Okay, welcome back from our break. Thank you for being patient with us. Let's get started with the fire budgets. And we'll start with Anstead. Mr. Gray, come on up. Excuse me, Chief Gray, but you're also Mr. Gray. So Mr. Chief Gray.
Yeah.
And what are you doing with something you don't need?
You mean my paper?
No, your sling.
I don't know what I got in there, she asked.
Oh. All right, before you get started, does this include your state money?
The second line there shows insurance funds.
Okay,
That's what we paid out that.
Of course, I don't have my binder.
okay. All right, anything you want to bring out?
You have any questions?
No, we're just gonna let you guys present them and then if anything sticks out, we'll ask a question, but
Well, this, I don't know what you got there, but the one I've got shows 3 different sources. Levy, insurance, and other.
yes, we got
That's
that.
it's the same.
So those are actual expenses, those first 3 columns.
Okay,
Down under capital expense of $29,255 was for a swift water boat load. We paid, that was out of the insurance rates. So Everything else on there is an actual expense.
Okay,
Are you upgrading all your uniforms? Is that what that one item is that you added there?
The 26,780 is 5 cents a year. $5,300.
Okay.
so that's actual bunker gear, right? Okay, all right. So anything else on this?
Everything in the orange, got,
Well, we don't have it colored.
I'll let y'all have this, I'll leave, but everything in orange was not put in levy or reimbursement. Stay y'all on that.
Okay. All right,
With regard to your, because I know that you're the head of the Swiftwater team, right? Or are you high altitude? Who is
Yeah, Great rescue.
high angle rescue or whatever you call it?
Tim Richardson said,
Okay, okay, so, but you guys have a vote for that. Are you fire chiefs planning to transfer that gear to Station 18 once the special teams are operating out of there, or?
we usually.
Was there
keep
any
it at our
discussion about-
stations. We'll have to go down there to get it. There'll be some gear kept down.
Well, we do have an alternative that we could do, because didn't Smithers have a boat and such that we could take to Station 18?
I think that's already been
claimed.
planned.
The boat?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
It's one of the teams that has, one of the stations has Swiftwater. Did not have a boat.
Okay.
But the boats we have at our station, we paid.
Yeah, and you are close. You know, the plateau's got, we could have some flooding, even though Chief Richardson's ahead of our Swiftwater team, you're pretty close to the river. You can get the equipment to him. I'm sure you guys work well together.
Oh, yeah, on the phone all the time.
Okay.
All right, thank
Look
you.
at this. I'll make calls.
We've got it. Man.
Thank you.
We don't have the
Color,
orange.
Go ahead, just,
If you just let me see it, I'll just
Tyler.
mark the ones that are orange and
or just, you can just
You
keep
wanna
that.
mark
He says you can have it.
Yeah.
I'll just take a picture of it.
Gonna do that and just send it to me, and that way and make it quicker. So how much longer you have your thing on?
Take it off so we get the truck. But there's no rules.
I'm supposed to be wearing one too. See how that's working.
Okay, Armstrong Creek.
Was. Okay. My budget's pretty much what it was last year. One thing, I asked an additional capital outlay, $30,000. Right now, I've got a 3-bay fire station with 4 trucks, a trailer and a side side. I'm looking to build a metal building outside, pour concrete pad and put a metal building to move some of that out. I'm just slammed inside rooms with all the trucks. You got your hose dryers and your hose racks, gear dryers. It's getting pretty crowded.
So you're saying you're asking for 30,000 in capital expense,
Capital expense.
and then another 1,500 for equipment capital or outlay?
Yes.
And that 31,500 is gonna go to what? What?
The 30,000 would be for pad and building. I've got some estimates on building. The building will be around 16,000 installed. Concrete pad and labor. But the rest of the 30,000 rollers. With the estimates all.
Is your wastewater improved any down there from
Oh,
last
yes.
time we visited?
Yes.
That's good to know.
Okay, and is your state budget included in this?
No.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Any other thing you'd like to tell us?
No, please. Very much.
All right, Boomer?
Thank you.
This is just our levy budget. Most of it is our operating expenses that we've done the last couple of years. We did do on the 945 uniforms gear. We've got several sets of gear that expires this year that we're gonna have to replace. We have not voted it yet, but we're gonna put it there for 25,000, so we know it's gonna be at least that, probably even more.
For how many sets?
We're looking at probably 8 to 10 sets.
Cause they had, when the chief just presented, they needed 26,000 for 5 sets, so it's probably gonna be up there.
Yeah, so we're hopefully, we have anything left over for this year and then the extra for that to go gear with.
When is your gear set to expire?
This year, yeah, it's 10-year date on it, so it's,
No,
and then we've also occurred a few new members, so. We've been fitted.
we've gotten away from doing the carryover, so we're gonna need you to submit what you need for this year. I mean, it's not gonna
Right.
hurt you. I mean, you need what you need.
Which, I mean, we can even start ordering now, so that's useful we have to.
Well, that's true. So anything you have for the end of the fiscal year, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Hey, is there anything else?
Well, and I want to thank y'all for all this time and committing to picking up some of the Smithers responsibilities. We recognize that you guys have been doing heavy lifting down there along with Montgomery, and it gave us a lot of peace of mind to know that you all had it covered before it became a problem.
Just trying to get everything finished out of the station, hopefully this week or next week.
Yeah.
It's been a task.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Denise? Denise on Zoom?
Is Marty on here? Marty Critchley?
Don't see him on Zoom.
Okay, well, we can schedule him for another day if you can't make it.
Okay, Chief Vernon.
So what you see is our actual expenses versus a budget developed based on the $83,000 for fiscal year 26, and then the requested, and then the expended through those 6 months of this year as it was asked, requested. And then a requested budget based on our past expenditures and what we've expended through the first 6 months and looking at the 6 months going on. This does include what we spent out of all of our funds, both town and through the state and through the levy. So when you see those expenses, those are actual expenses coming from all 3 of those funds.
Okay.
On the utilities, it looks like it's low, but that's only through December, and our January and February utilities were at $3,000. So that should probably be about $7,000. And with 4 months to go, that's going to end up being just about what we spent in the fiscal year 25 budget and what I'm looking at budgeting, which would be the $10,000. We are asking for, we're considering 3 different things, and that was the 3 sets of bunker gear and boots. We try to replace a few sets every year, so we don't get in a place where we need to, replace 20 to 30 sets a year. Our airbags, for an FPA are supposed to be replaced every 15 years. We've got 2 that are 27 years old right now. So we're looking at trying to replace those. And the $7,000 really does not cover all the cost of the airbags. It'd probably be around $9,000, but we're there for 7.
Each or together?
Hmm?
Each or together? For the airbags? You said $9,000?
9,000 would be what the cost would actually be. We're requesting 7 because
Oh,
we're
okay.
looking at trying to take $2,000 from the state money to make up the difference.
Okay.
Yeah. Electric K9 saw. That's a cutoff saw to put on our ladder truck. And 1,000 feet of 2-inch hose and 600 feet of 1 3/4 hose. Actually going to have a price on that because now y'all want to be advised if we have something that's going to be a large expenditure. I don't know if we have enough money, depending on what you give us in the budget to cover that. But if we do, then that's 2 things that we'd be looking at purchasing. And if we go ahead and tell you about it now, then if we got the money, we go and get them.
Are there any other stations that's going to be needing hose so that we could go together and try to do a?
Well, the reason I'm putting this in there is 2 years ago, we had
last year, and there hasn't been any discussion about replacing hose. I'd like to go on county basis, that's what we usually do. And if we can, of course, that's the way we do it.
When
But
we try to do that, I think it's last year when we was, they said ours was really big, if it's such one as big, you can.
that's
Oh,
what-
really?
So it takes a tremendous volume of order to make the safety study.
So we just didn't have enough countywide to get a price
Yeah.
increase, so.
Okay, I see now.
Yeah.
All right, anything else?
No, if you look in our insurance part of that budget, that's what our actual insurance part was kind of high, but that's the actual workers' comp and liability insurance together.
Okay.
Is there any other questions on any other line items? Yeah.
If we do, we'll give you a call.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Who's next?
We're going out to bed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where is?
Well,
Oh, here it is, here it is. Oh, good.
Valley Bridge.
Yeah.
okay, Valley Bridge?
Okay, it's pretty much the same as last year. There was a little bit of increase like in insurance, utilities, just general increases. I am asking for an additional $35,000 to update a UTC. I attached a letter to you. You should have that also. The one we have is 19 years old, sorry. It's a 2007 model. It was manual brakes, manual steering, everything. It's hot up to par for today's standards. And due to the, I don't know that it's actually going to come about, but there is talk of a expansion of the Hatfield and McCoy Trail to the Golly Bridge area. And we're just trying to get ahead of it.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Does your budget include your state funding?
No.
You already get estimates on that ATV or that?
I just looked online and it was going anywhere from $35,000 to $30,000 for UTV. I mean, that's just, I'd have to get bids on it, so I didn't go out and actively search bids.
Did we just get 3 quotes on those things?
Yes.
Yeah, just get 3 quotes.
Yeah, we quote.
He turned into you.
I mean, you use that UTV quite often, don't you?
Some, I mean, some years we use it a lot, some years we don't use it. It's just like water is. I mean, sometimes you're on the river once every week and some years you're just not. It doesn't.
Valley River? Valley River on Zoom?
Who's the chief of Golly River? Nate. Hogbush. Okay, you can schedule Denise and Golly River. That is fine.
Okay, Meadow Bridge. Oh, no, Loop Creek, I'm sorry.
Well, he's up now.
Okay, come on, guys.
Come on, do it.
Come on.
Right?
Yeah, I think the main thing in mind, I had to put that floor back in there because I don't know whether we're gonna get it done by June 30th, if Chris wasn't on the floor. And I think replace 4 sets of gear and replace the fire hose. But it's getting pretty old, I mean. Where we don't use quite as much, we tend to keep it longer. But
comes a time when you need to replace it.
Okay,
And is your state budget included in here?
Now,
Okay.
that floor will end up costing more than what y'all allow for it anyway. I'm gonna have to come up with money out of my state for that.
get the new estimates on it,
On the floor,
on the floor.
well, he's working on that
Oh,
right now. I mean, I'm just going by what he told me.
Just let us know what it
Rough
is.
numbers.
Yeah,
I can probably give you a really rough number. We was looking at, somewhere around 200 grand last year. You're probably gonna be somewhere 250 to 3 to do everything. Concrete's went up a lot,
thanks.
especially in that area. It's just hard to get it in there.
And just for my information to you chiefs that are in the room, does fire hose have an expiration date or is it just tested as long as, and as long as it withholds the standard, it's good? But you're talking about how you have 40 to 45-year-old fire hose.
Mhm.
Phenomenal. What about this new proposal? And I've just heard about this, that everything in fire department's 10 years and it's out, whether it's good. Are y'all familiar with that?
Some things are already like that.
Yes.
Ain't the hose like 10 years too,
That's what they're proposing.
That's what I'm saying. So now we may be faced with some things we may want to prepare for if they come in with this regulation that further burdens you. But you got to realize that some things that maybe doesn't have an expiration date, it's going to have an expiration date.
Bunker gear and helmets already do that.
Yes, sir. Okay, all right. I just,
Airbag, 15 years, it depends on what the.
I mean, like a cascade machine that fills your bottles and things, it shouldn't have an expiration date, but yet it could. The bottles do, yes, sir, they do. You have to test them and they do, but the machine that actually fills them, Joe, just keep it in the back of your mind that this could affect you.
Y'all have any more questions?
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Luke Creek.
Luke Creek. He's not here. Luke Creek on the phone?
No.
Okay, thanks.
Emily?
Yeah, Montgomery. Yeah,
Montgomery?
he's chief producer on the phone.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
On my budget, I'm bunker gears up this year. I probably need 6 to 8 sets. I have 3 new guys that I've gotten old gear now, so that's what I've been trying to buy 3 to 4 sets a year, but with the addition, I need a few more. Also, I put in for a new utility truck. Our truck's a 2009 model. Starting to have some issues with it and looking at replacing it with the same thing, 3/4 ton crew cab gas engine.
How's the house across the street coming with the cleanup?
There's still a lot of debris to be moved. I mean, I would say it's going to be 3 to 4 months before they're done.
Okay,
It,
yeah, that was a big building to come down, so.
there's only 2 to 3 people working over there a day, so it's a slow process.
Does this budget include your state funding, chief?
No.
Also, I see that you've got $20,000 in here for radios. Are you in dire need of radios at this current point?
Not dire need. I got 4 pretty new radios from Smithers. As of right now, we're okay, but I've been putting it in there because I mean our radios are pretty old.
Well, and I do appreciate you you put in case the radio grant does not go through for
Right.
Elizabeth to my left right here. She is working diligently with the fire departments And you guys are helping with a grant to try to get radios throughout the state, or you know, or the county.
Yes, I had spoken with Joel about that. Is that's what you're referring to?
Yeah, I'm referring to, we're trying to help get a countywide radios for you guys to alleviate your, coming out of your budgets. But because we do recognize that there is a need, a large need. Communication in the fire industry is essential for you guys to make good decisions from. You can't make good decisions unless you have good information, and you can't get the information if you can't talk to each other. So go ahead, John.
One thing I forgot to mention in my pension budget was $30,000. To replace 10 radios, yeah. And we still have not heard anything for the grant that Joel and I worked on 2 years ago. It says, they still have not given us a turn down letter. So.
And that's
it. But it hasn't been grants cheap yet, because I don't have a lot of faith that Homeland Security is going to fund that.
But if you're in dire need, if you have to have them, and I know that it is a problem right now, and there's a problem countywide with all of you guys. It's not your fault. It's a countywide problem. If you have a dire need, let's keep it to a minimum. Let's get them replaced if we can. Because, Chief Vernon, what does a radio cost? One radio?
Well, Kenwood portables, we got, we purchased them last year. We're right at, I think, $2,800, which includes the charger and all that.
And you're looking around $3,000 a radio. I mean, that's a very modest price. You've been very frugal with your expenses, but we're working on it, right, Elizabeth?
I provided Joel with some sample information and available for guidance if he needs that.
We want to help.
Okay, Chief Powell?
Oh, I was gonna just say, Chief Purdue, I hope you were able to hear me tell Boomer that we really appreciate you guys picking up for Smithers. We know you've been doing that for some time, but we wanted to recognize you're stepping in really and assuring the fire marshal really made a difference for Fayette County and the decisions that were made.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Mine, I just included our annual expenses. I didn't put any of our capital stuff that we're going to request. I know I want to put a metal outbuilding behind our station that will ask for funds for, as well as replacing 5 to 6 sets.
You say 5 to 6 sets of gear?
So we've got a lot of it starting to expire coming up soon, so we're trying to buy 4 or 5 sets a year to cover, so we're not buying it at one time.
Are your state funds included in your budget?
No, some that it's literally just the expenses that put down those for state money.
Any questions, anybody? Thank you, Chief.
Get you some sleep.
That all? We have the Chief from Nuttall here. And online.
Probably at the 911 center.
It's all right, we can reschedule them.
Tanya, were you that hard on him? Were you that hard on him?
Oh, is that the guy we just retired?
It's Tommy Cole. Tommy Cole.
Morning.
Morning, Chief.
Good morning.
I assume you have a copy of what we submitted.
Yep.
We did.
Okay, we're not showing an overall total change, probably about $9,000 increase from last year to this year. Some things, and I'll note on item 213, I think it was a typo that requested figure should have been 25,000 instead of 2,500. But what we strategically try to do is go with the county in regard to purchases that we make in regard, like the last purchase of bunker gear we did. We used the bid that was used for the training center, so it saved us significant money. And items, I will note, we're discussing radios here. The most critical need radio wise, every department has bought 1 or 2, 3 or 4 portable radios. And that's within the realm that you can adjust your purchases. Our big need is replacing our mobile units in our trucks. we're to the point on ours now where if you have a breakdown in a mobile radio, they're so old, there's no parts availability. They go from a radio to being a motor, actually is what they are. And we've all dodged bullets in regard to that. And we've used good strategy in purchasing practices to group purchase, get prices. And I think it's shown through our savings, but that's a critical need we're gonna see down the road, probably. We haven't focused on it really like we should have, probably. We've done our handheld radios, but not our mobiles itself.
So explain a little bit, I mean, when you have a seat in a truck, it should have a radio,
No, it's the truck radio itself.
the truck radio itself, okay.
Would y'all agree with that?
Everybody's in the same shape.
Yeah.
For every truck, you have to have a mobile
We
radio.
bought all those at these the same time, primarily, yes.
And since these radios are, attached to the truck and have power from the truck, are they a better source of communication than a handheld?
It's
It gives you a better
Yeah,
communication,
it's the source.
and it is required by law.
Oh, yes.
What's-
You have your mobile
What-
radios, sometimes you're out somewhere where you want to get out. Like not, and you have to go back to your truck radio.
What's the cost of these radios?
Countywide,
I just bought, they gave us for 29 piece.
Or a truck radio,
Yes, for
about $3,000.
right.
Truck.
About the same as before.
Do our new trucks come equipped with those or,
No.
so we have to,
Yeah.
I see, okay.
do you have anything, Mr. Pack?
We was just discussing that, I think that was back in 2008. Was the last.
I think we just need to get Josh to price them out and see what we need countywide for those.
That's a great need that we've all sort of dodged a bullet in regard to that, but I'm sorry, I got away from the budget.
No, that's fine. The county needs to know your needs.
But the increase you can see, is about $9,000 over last year. Some of the things that we saw differences in is the city of Oak Hill went to the municipal league insurance program versus carrying it with a private provider. And that was a significant savings for us, for the fire department itself, being carried on that. But you can see increases substantially, that were probably just growth from year to year. We try to purchase, for instance, 5 cents a bunker gear a year. Transcending now, bunker gear times out 10 years. And typically we try to buy 5 cents a year, so we don't have to make a 30 suit purchase or a 25 unit purchase. We try to do that throughout the physical. If you will notice historically what we have submitted, we try to pass up to be paid from the fire levy direct pay, as I refer to when I send mine in, is things that you can see historically the needs throughout a month or 6 months, what we need to do. And then, of course, we've got a substantial saving through the fire association where we do our ladder testing, our hose testing, our pump testing. All those things save our department tremendous money when we do that under group bidding, which what we've done, and the annual service on the engines itself. So we're trying to look after this equipment, try to do a cost saving in expenditures.
I've been there behind Geno's at Lowe's. When you guys stretch those hoses out, test them, and you have that one group, they just have to come to one area. They test several, you bring trucks in at intervals. And that is it works pretty well. Y'all done this before, haven't you?
We've tried to grow it, create a strategy that works.
I understand it, and it's some time to you.
Your state municipal funding in your,
No,
Okay, and the $87,000 capital outlay?
I wish I could give you a vivid description of that, but our city clerk did that, so I'm sorry, I can't give you that right now. I will
Okay,
get it for you.
okay,
all right, cool.
thank you.
All righty.
Thank you, Chief.
Station 18. Oh, did you have anything else, Kim? I'm sorry. Okay, station 18.
That would be you. That's not it.
You know, if I knew it was you, you could have sat back there.
Sort of been under the weather for a couple of months. I wasn't in on this, but I'll do my best to answer any questions you can. It's pretty much what they got down.
Okay.
Any questions?
Is Philip
We've
Fountain?
never had Phillips in the Netherlands. And I think he's one pretty much come up.
He was Philip Fountain.
Yeah. We've never had a budget, so. It's fine. First time.
Okay.
If there's any questions, I'll try to answer.
Well,
Have we started anything there yet?
yeah, I'm just wondering where we are
Chris?
on building it.
Where we at?
We are waiting on HVAC right now, the mechanicals, they're designing mechanical, as soon as it's done, we should be able to take it out to bid. So probably, we were talking about the end of the month, it'd be ready to go bid. And that'd be phase one, which included the station 18 completion of it and the shell of the training center, the shell on them.
And we have seen coming through the budget some things that you guys are being ahead of, like ditch props. People don't understand what a ditch prop is. I know you guys understand fully what a ditch prop is. And I worked in underground coal mines for a lot of years.
I'm sorry.
But what I'm saying is, guys, y'all are getting way ahead and doing what you're supposed to do and putting this county in a place to succeed where you can train your people, retain your people, and protect your people, to protect other people. People don't understand. If you're in a ditch and that wall falls on you, you're covered up. And you guys have to know what you're doing. You have to have a plan of attack, and you're planning this for that training center that you can do this. We've seen some of the bills come through. What I'm saying to you guys is, thank you. Thank you for being ahead. I've never thought, would the average person say, we need ditch props? What do we need ditch props for? Well, pipelines, construction, new construction, anything that's going on in our county. And if a wall collapses on you, earth, it's covered up. And you guys are their only hope. They're not going to dig out of it. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for being out in front. Thank you guys for developing this property. And we hope that we can get through it together and be the best. We're not looking just to put something in. We're looking to be the best at what we put in. And you guys are some of the finest people doing it. You're way ahead of me.
Okay. Patch.
Where it is.
Oh, okay. All right.
We can't have that, that's moving.
Okay.
Go right on.
It's 109.5.
Here.
Your numbers include, your state funding. For any municipal funding.
Some of my state funding is in this. This was my actual expenditures last year, what you're looking at. My budget pretty much stayed the same as it was last year. You see my retirement, the debts dropped a little bit. We paid off the engine. But I'm also asking for 10,000 capital improvements for the heating system for the building. Difference.
Did you expand? Okay, and this heating is to expand into the.
You need any replacement gear, radios?
You'll see I got a little bit of money budget, kind of same as everybody else, trying to replace a couple sets a year, so that when I hit it once, but
You're not getting whammied.
I'm not sure everything stayed the same.
Okay.
All right, thanks, chief.
Anybody else? We didn't miss anybody.
Can I say one thing, John?
You just did. Go ahead.
Let me say one thing. I've been with them a lot there past few months over the training center trying to get stuff done. I will say that I was impressed at how much planning goes in on trying to get trucks in certain areas at certain times to try to save money for like hose testing, and how much discussion they had. I mean, it was several hours in Montgomery over getting oils changed and things like that. And guys willing to give of their time and go certain times of the day and take off work to get stuff to save money, so, they do good work.
Indeed, they do. They give up family time to take care of others in need. Get called out all hours of the day or night. So we definitely appreciate everything that you guys do. Go to other towns and save people because they don't have a Swiftwater team that trains as well as ours does. So we've been recognized several times this past year. So congratulations again to everybody. What we're doing is, like I said, we're just taking the information and then we'll start applying everything to it and see where we're at on that. So thank you for your time. Thank you for coming in. And at this time, we need to go into executive session for attorney information.
Let me be specific, okay?
Right here they are.
So items 2 and 3 are for personnel discussions. It's on exhibit A. Items 5, 7, and 9 are for legal advice.
Thank y'all.
Are we skipping budget discussion? Like, what is that?
It's just on there in case you want to discuss the budget.
Yeah. Right.
You did.
What did I say?
Welcome back. We're from out of executive session and Commissioner Taylor.
Okay, so with regard to vouchers and invoices, I got my questions resolved during our break earlier, and I'm going to move that we approve them as presented.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye. Then with regard to item 2 on exhibit A, beautification committee, board appointment. Think I'm gonna move that, I don't have their names with me anymore. You guys have their,
I do. I've got Timothy Buskus.
okay, so I was gonna move that we appoint Mr. Buskus to the beautification committee.
I thought we were gonna let them.
Hmm,
I thought we were gonna let them do that.
oh, the beautification committee?
That's what we talked about.
Well, I
We
think
did, but then I thought well, that one I thought we were handling differently.
we were wrong.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So my motion is that we appoint Mr. Buskus.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye. And with regard to the other applicant, Mr. Skaggs, was it? Were you able to see whether our,
One's a meadow bridge and a valley, so depending on where he's.
okay. Mr. Skaggs is eminently qualified for more than one of our boards, and my recommendation is that we have a county administrator look into whether he might be able to serve on the planning commission or one of our other boards, and if he was willing to do that based on his qualifications.
His residence is Victor, West Virginia.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
I second that motion. We'll.
Aren't we just doing checking? We don't.
yeah, I don't think we
Yeah,
have.
we don't have to have a motion
I
on
don't
that.
think we have
Good
to have a
deal.
motion
Good
on that one. With
Good
regard to
call.
community corrections, I move that we defer that to the community corrections board to allow it to meet and to come forward with recommendations to county commission.
Second.
Motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye. With regard to Red Rocks, you guys are gonna have to deal with that one.
Yes.
I'll motion to do a support letter for Red Rock project.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those abstain?
I oppose, and I want to say I oppose for several reasons. One, the request isn't from Monroe County, it's from the legislature. I do oppose the legislation regarding data centers. I don't like the lack of county control or the secrecy behind them, and I don't support them in land limited counties like Fayette. And we were unable to get the legislation amended to protect us from that. So those are my reasons. All right, next is jail contract, jail consultant bid award. I move that we postpone that to the next meeting pending some follow-up questions from the county administrator to the proposed bidder.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye. And with regard to animal shelter, so we had the sheriff in here a couple of weeks ago, and he asked us to take over administrative report control over the animal control officer. The county administrator has agreed, so I move that we transfer that position from the sheriff's department to the office of the county administrator for her to delegate that supervision as she sees fit.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye. And then county administrators asked us to go ahead and post board applications for the animal shelter board that we are proposing to stand up. Hopefully it will be a 501c3 and its roles would be to advise the county commission on policies for the shelter, organize and recruit volunteers, conduct fundraising activities for the shelter, and work with the shelter to coordinate rescues. So I'm going to move that we ask county administrator to post that information and the applications on the website and the Facebook page for the county.
Second.
Got a motion second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye. And then do you just want to speak to the policies?
Okay. The animal shelter leaders, administrators came up with policies for the animal shelter. We have looked through them. We have no issues, but this, like every other document, is a living document, meaning that we can go back and change things as needed in the future. So at this point, I will make a motion to approve the animal shelter guide.
Is that what it's called? What is it called?
Operation, animal shelter operation policies, maybe?
I'll get it. There. Oh, no, not that one. That's the other one.
I still don't understand.
It's the Fayette County Animal Shelter Operations Handbook.
Okay, second.
Have a motion and second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
You adjourn. We're not doing budget discussions, right? Or are we?
That'll be next week.
No,
Okay,
but
so
I'd like to talk about this, the vote stickers. Michelle, you want to come up here and show us what we got? Give us the background behind it, please.
So, we had a statewide contest for our, I voted stickers for 8th graders. You all voted for us to go ahead and purchase our top 3 winners. For our county, we did not make it to the regionals. There are other ones that were picked for that, but we had them designed on the stickers that we can use for the primary.
our top 3 in Fayette County.
These are our top 3 in Fayette County. So
I
1,
love them. I think they look great.
2, and 3. So yeah.
Yep, they're neat.
They all turned out really well. Wilbert did an excellent job. Moving the mouse around on the Vista print page.
Thank you. Well,
And if, when you vote in Fayette County, you will receive one of these 3 designs.
Limited supply, but yes. We got
come
some
out and vote early.
supply, not limited, but we did order it. And it was relatively inexpensive and I really like this.
I think you should do a press release about that, or at least, talk to the press about it.
I talked to Ruth and then never got back to her about, I would love for us, we have certificates for the 3 kids. I would love for us to get to present those.
Yeah,
So then
that's
something else. You don't get on
These were 5th graders, 6th graders.
8th graders. 2 from Midland Trail and 1 from Fayetteville.
maybe they can attend by Zoom. We could send a letter to their administrators and ask if they could attend a meeting by Zoom. Give them a choice of meetings.
I mean, yeah, I think that's great. I mean, it'd be great if they could come, but I know there's lots of rules, regulations, getting kids out of school.
Yeah, but they could like Zoom in just for a minute, just for, could do it.
We had lots of great designs.
Zoom into the
We
class.
had over 90 for the county overall. I thought that was great.
All right. Thank you. And you want a motion?
Oh, yeah, motion to adjourn.
Thanks.
Done.